Hello everyone, welcome to IDGAF 1984. My name is Jeff Metric. Today what I'm going to talk about is there are two competing federal minimum wage laws to increase the minimum wage to $11 an hour under the Republican plan that would also include using the E-Verify system. Then you have the Democrat plan, which would raise the minimum wage to $17 an hour and push it out to 2026, whereas the federal minimum wage for the Republicans would be only 2025. Now, the Democrat plan has basically saying no more tipped workers because they only make $2 something an hour, which if you increase that wage to $17 an hour, they're not going to get tips. It's going to be very inflationary. Clear Value Tax actually did a really good video on this. I'll include him in this video, in the description. I'll add him on this. But for me, being a pure capitalist, a pure unadulterated free market, laissez-faire capitalist, I don't think there should be a federal minimum wage at all because it distorts the market. Because a federal minimum wage says you have to pay a minimum of this. But if your skill set ain't worth a damn and you don't have a marketable skill set, you flip burgers because you have no further ambition in your life. Because I'm very much a personal responsibility. You watch the totality of my channel, I'm about personal responsibility. I've failed in things I've done in my life. I've never blamed other people. I've always taken full ownership. Did I do it earlier in my life? Yeah, I blamed other people, but no, it's always been me. I've started to take full ownership of that, and that's what we have to do. So I am for getting rid of the federal minimum wage and let the states set their own minimum wage, because even then that's a little iffy, but then it should be up to the states because the federal minimum wage tries to set it across the country. New York, LA, San Diego, San Francisco, Oakland, Chicago all have higher standards of living than Fargo, North Dakota, Omaha, Nebraska, places like that. Biloxi, Mississippi, places like that have a lower cost of living. So $17 an hour will really distort the market down there. And it's a bad deal all the way around, because if I have to pay $17 an hour as a federal minimum wage, I'm going to outsource my jobs, or I'm getting ready to launch a company. I'll have most of my customer service done with AI. Doesn't really bother me, because here's the bottom line. Bottom line for this entire thing. The government should stay out of the economy, allow savers and investors and business owners to set prices. Set the prices. Let the free market do it. Don't count on the government to do it, just like with the Federal Reserve and interest rates. No. Let the free market handle it, because the free market allocates resources better than any centrally planned economy can. Throughout history, we've seen this. The Soviet Union is a great example. Poland in particular. How Poland and the Soviet Union would set their prices for their goods is they would order Sears catalogs and set their prices based off that with no real clue of what the cost of production was. So we need to get the government out of it, and increasing the federal minimum wage is not going to do anything to help this country. It's not going to do anything to help people. It's just going to drive wage inflation up, which means, yeah, people have more spending power. Great, cool, but prices are going to go up because of it, not in spite of it. So it's ultimately becomes self-defeating, because, yeah, you can say, I'm making $17 an hour. Great, cool, congratulations. But now the company that you work for that produces a product you eat or consume, they have to raise their prices to absorb the cost. Because here's the thing, $17 an hour, $11 an hour actually costs more for the company than what you think you're actually making. It's really kind of interesting when you look at it as a business owner and having employees. That's why I do Uber. I will have, when I create my company, it will be $10.99. It'll be no minimum wage, but I'll pay, but my contractors can earn good money, because it's going to be very transparent. So stay tuned for that. But just to wrap it all up, we need to not have a federal minimum wage, excuse me, and just let the market set the prices that it needs to set. But as I say before, and it shows out again and again in studies, that setting up minimum wage is actually a very bad idea. You need to let the market set the wage. It's like trying to cap CEO's salary or board of directors' salary. If they start a company and they sit on the board of directors, why shouldn't they get the lion's share of the money? They put all the capital up. They took on the investors. They have them to please. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but this is an economic world. You can choose to work for a wage, or you can choose to set your own wage. Either way, It's your choice, your responsibility. So until tomorrow, have a great day. And remember, I don't give a fuck, but I choose to give a fuck. But the word is choose. Until tomorrow, have a great day.